This is how to use the Flexball marine engine throttle control system. When you first come to the Flexball throttle station that you want to use, you'll see there's no lights turned on it at present. You need to either turn the ignition keys to the on position or otherwise find on the DC distribution board on the vessel where the throttle control system switch is. When you do get power to the throttle control system, you'll see that 4 lights flash initially, and then you're left with only the 2 green engine lights on, which represent the neutral position for the gearboxes. You'll see that we're using the twin lever here for port and starboard levers, but even if you just had a single engine Flexball control, you would have just one lever. The other lever would not be here, but still the same functionality applies. So when it comes to taking control and using the throttle system, the first thing you need to do is to check that you're in the neutral detent. The forward, neutral and reverse detent positions are very close to each other, so please ensure you're in the neutral position. Then you need to take command of the station you need to use. If you have multiple stations, only one station can be in command at any given time. To take command, hold down the blue button associated with the command until the red light comes on. This is now the active station in command. You'll see on first startup that the yellow light here flashing, that represents that we are in warm-up mode. Warm-up mode means that you will have no control over gears. You can tell that because the green neutral gear lights are still engaged, but you will have the ability to rev the engine up to warm the engine up. When you're ready to leave the dock, you need to engage your gear function. To do that, this yellow light, you need to turn the yellow light off. To do so, hold down the blue button associated until the yellow light goes off. Now, when we click it into gear, you'll see that the green light has turned off, meaning that we are actually physically in gear. We'll do the starboard one the same, and now we are able to go rev the engines up. When we come back to the neutral position, you will see that the green light will engage as soon as we re-enter the neutral position. The other great functionality of the Flexball control system is the sync mode, which is only if you have a twin engine system. This bit works particularly well if you have electronic engines. What you do is you hold down the 2 engine buttons here until the yellow light becomes solid. What this means is that both port and starboard engines will operate off only the starboard lever. This is particularly helpful when you're in a position where you're looking to sync your engine RPM to exactly the same RPM for long distance cruising and for minimizing harmonics on board the vessel. So what you'll see is when you click it into gear, both port and starboard we're now into gear, even though we're only operating off the starboard lever. To turn sync function off is the same. You hold down both engine buttons until the yellow light goes out. If you experience any difficulties, the first thing to do is to power the system down and repower the system up and take command again. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has been helpful.